I'm dead. I've died. I'm Scott now. I'm a ghost. Oh wait, he's a werewolf. Hey YouTube, it's Sunday.
Why are you such a copycat?
New lens, who dis? And before we get started, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a precaution that I know I'm gonna need to take because today we are reading from Scott once again. First of all though, just a real quick thing, you may or may not have noticed I have a new lens and I'm really excited about it, and the shot looks a little bit different, and guess what? You're literally so close. Look, watch how close you are. Boom! I am stoked. Ever since I got the C3 I had to have the camera all the way across the room. If you were as close as you are right now, then you would literally just see like right here. Like that would be it. Yeah, let me just cover my entire face while I try to talk to you. That's smart. I took theater. So, if you have not seen part 1 and part 2 of this series, you should definitely go check them out because otherwise you're gonna be really lost. So, right now, where we are, Scott has just signed papers and he's going to be Annabelle's, daddy. See, boom, you have a daddy. And she was about to drive to her friend Becca's house, who I thought I had renamed Jessica, but I guess I missed that. I don't know. We didn't have spell check whenever we were writing in journals. I say we as if it was a cultural thing. It wasn't. I just wrote into this because I could take it to class and not pay attention and write this really awful story. I'm sorry. I should have paid more attention in history. Last I checked, it was chapter 13. Yeah, so she got in her car and she drove to Becca's house. Jessica's whatever. Weird because I had a friend named Becca and a friend named Jessica at the same time when I wrote this book. Is it supposed to be based on one or both of them? No one knows. Not even me, honestly. Real quick though, I am thinking about dyeing my hair again, and so I'm either gonna do like the seafoam green or like, I don't know, I'm also gonna thinking like I'm 23 now. Should I like do a normal person color? Just go back to a regular, boring, not super fun color? I don't know if I should. What? Let me know what you guys think down below. Just, you know, opinions are appreciated because I am at a loss. I'm about to be at even more of one. Let's start. Just preparing myself. One like, whoop. Let's see what it does. So for this read through of Scott part 3, I have 2 different hats. This is for Scott, this is for Annabelle, and anyone else is just gonna look like me. That's unfortunate. Let's begin. Alright. Chapter 13. What are you doing here? Becca asked eagerly as she opened the door. I need to talk to you. Badly. Mind if I come in? I say with no paragraph breaks, just, you know, just in there and highlighted. Not even pink or orange. I just kind of assumed that you'd pick up on the fact that it's yellow now, but it's still her. Nobody else is important enough to highlight, apparently. Rebecca knew her face all too well to just think this meeting was supposed to be about gossip or just for some girl time. She let Annabelle in and went to go get some hot chocolate. Yeah, that's what I do every time I have a guest who's really, really upset about something and urgently needs me to let them in. I go and I tell them to sit down and I go make hot chocolate. Okay. Where's your mother? Annabelle asked, curious. His mine's dead. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. She's at the store, Rebecca replied, coming back with 2 steaming mugs. Cause yeah, that's how quickly you can make hot chocolate. Time management. Becca, this time I put an apostrophe before the B. I'd never done that. In the whole book before this, I just hit myself on the chin. Becca handed her a cup. Oh, that looked like a period. I can't see. Becca handed her a cup, then plopped down on the couch. We're all alone, so spill. You could tell I'd seen too many CW shows at this point. She looked expectantly at Annabelle, waiting. Well, yeah. She took a deep breath and told Becca everything. Okay, you were just saying she in reference to Becca, but you didn't switch and say Annabelle looked at Becca and told her. No, you were just like, yeah, Becca, like she's looking at her expectantly. Then she told Annabelle everything. She took a deep breath and told Becca everything. When she was done, Annabelle sipped her cold, sipped, I can't see. When she was done, Annabelle sipped her cold hot chocolate. That's an oxymoron. You're an oxymoron. Annabelle sipped her cold hot chocolate, waiting for her response. Becca had acted like it was a soap opera. Okay, you know, you should like say this during, not like she told her what happened and now she's waiting on a response. But by the way, when she was talking, Becca was acting like super dramatic, but like just so you have a backstory. You're literally telling the story in the time of the story. You can't just say like, oh yeah, that happened by the way. You can't. Oh, I'm getting angry. Becca had acted like it was a soap opera. She cried at both Annabelle's parents' deaths, which happened like, what, a week ago? By the way, giggled like crazy at Scott. Yeah, he's just so funny. Or creepy and weird, but okay. And blushed at her escape. Her escape? Wait, whose escape from what? I'm confused. She didn't escape anything. What do you mean? She drove over here in a car. Okay. Wow, you must feel terrible, she said. Oh, You have no idea, Annabelle mused. Because that's what mused means. Okay. After a few moments, literally not even a paragraph to be like, oh yeah, something happened and we're gonna have to, like, that's not even, I'm so mad. After a few moments of chatter, Annabelle stood up. I have to go, she said. I told Scott I would be home in half an hour, 20 minutes ago. Ooh, you in trouble. Scott's gonna ground you. Oh. Okay, well, bye. Yeah, that's how I say bye to all of my friends when they tell me I have to leave. I'm just so devastated that they have to leave, and I'm like, okay, bye. Literally. She walked her to the door and stood waving. Call me, she yelled, but Annabelle was already gone. Okay, so headcanon, Becca's gay, and she has a huge crush on Annabelle, and Annabelle's oblivious because she's too busy lusting after he's a werewolf now, right? The werewolf who's her dad, and also killed her mom, and accidentally found her dad dead. So yeah, Annabelle's lusting after him, but really, Becca's a lesbian and has a huge lesbian crush on Annabelle. I hate myself. Chapter 14. Just let me Okay. Hey, Annabelle mumbled when she walked in the door. Oh hey, how'd it go? She frowned. Every time she looked at him, she thought about yesterday morning when he told her that Tyler Craven was dead. When did Tyler die? Oh. I had literally never said his name ever in the entire book, and so when I said Tyler, I assumed that meant her crush at school, and then I was like, wait, Craven is her last name. Oh, right. Okay, so this is the name reveal that doesn't matter because he's already dead. Fine. Actually, she'd had a ball. Just popped right out. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Actually, she'd had a ball, but she didn't really feel like gushing all over Scott. Sorry, I'm just thinking about her water breaking again, and it's just a thing. But she didn't really feel like gushing all over Scott about her girl time right now. Literally, in the last chapter, I began it by saying that Becca knew this was not about girl time. I'm glad I have the whole bottle beside me. Oh, that's not good. What happened? I said it was fine! Her girl time, that she'd had a ball. Now she's snapping at him. I said it was fine. I get home from work. Connor's like, how was work? I'm like, it's fine. But really, we had like a party. We shut down Starbucks and we all like danced and like drank and it was great. And then Connor's like, really? What happened? And I'm like, it was fine. Oh my god. Why? Oh, I just ripped the oops. Can confirm this happens every day. Yup. She exploded. Boom, just right from the inside. She stormed up the stairs, leaving a gorgeous, stunned Scott standing still with his mouth wide open. This is a thought, so I'm not gonna fully put the hat on. I'm just gonna like do this. Wow, she thought. I didn't know I could yell that loud. I didn't know you had a reason to. Annabelle giggled. I hate her. It's fine. And you storm upstairs and you're like, I didn't know I could yell that loud. Oh my god. I thought Alex was dramatic. A joke that only Remy will get when she watches this video. What's up? Once in her room, she slammed her, okay, literally, she's giggling while she's walking up the stairs. And then she still slams her door. I'm dead. I've died. I'm Scott now. I'm a ghost. Oh wait, he's a werewolf. She slammed her door and let the tears come as they pleased. Scott gently knocked on her door. Annabelle, he called softly. Honey, are you okay? Honey, are you okay? Why can't I do this voice when I say honey? I'm fine, she sniffed. I didn't... What? Oh, wait, is that Scott or is that Annabelle? I didn't mean anything by it. You know that. As Scott walked in the door, Annabelle was using Kleenexes. I put an apostrophe. Kleenex apostrophe S. I hate myself. I could have literally written tissues, but no. I guess I got that brand deal. Literally an app for purposely bad stories would not sponsor this book. Annabelle was using Kleenexes and throwing them all over the floor. Annabelle blushed, embarrassed. Oh no, she hadn't expected him to walk in the door that he just knocked on. You haven't even been in your room for half a second. How have you already covered the floor? Oh my god. She suddenly felt shy. This felt so strange. Her dad could have been holding her hair back while she was puking her guts up. Her dad... What? Cause you know how when you break like a word, like in a thought, you're like, could have, and you know, like then you start thinking about other things. That's a thing people do in literary books as opposed to non-literary books. Like, you're supposed to put part of the word, not just the first letter, and so I have her dad Her dad, so lively, so sweet. Her dad with long, healthy, shiny black hair, which was never, ever said before this. If you're gonna wait to describe your characters, you shouldn't wait until they're already dead. I'm just saying. Which made her curly brown hair dull in comparison. I think I accidentally wrote duh at first. Her dad, who could call her honey and sweetheart, unlike Scott, who's never done it before and has known her for like a week, but okay. Her dad, who got killed in a car accident, which is convenient, by the way, and can't even have a proper funeral. You can literally still have a funeral for someone who died in a car crash, just like depending on how bad it is, like you just have to keep the casket closed. Like, what do you mean he can't have a proper funeral? Like, so the next part, I read ahead a little bit and figured out that it was Scott talking, but I couldn't tell at first because I just said he after talking about her dead dad. Then I didn't change and like say what the name was or anything like that. I just said he, so here we are. I'll leave you alone, here, bye. He awkwardly stepped out and shut the door. Chapter 15. These chapters are literally 1 page long. This is 13. This is 14. Here's 15. I hate everything. Thumbnail. Chapter 15. Oh my god, I remember this was supposed to be like... So, oh my god, no, yep, this is also 1 page. I forgot this is supposed to be a super dramatic chapter. I still remember it in my head being like super dark, but like it was all black, or at least it felt that way. Annabelle was afraid. Something was wrong, terribly, horribly wrong. She looked all around her. At first, it was all black, all around. You literally just said that. Now, as she turned her head to the right, Annabelle saw a large white coffin with intricate black lace-like designs around the sides. I was just talking about a coffin. Who do you think this is about? Nervously, she approached the coffin. Annabelle touched it, and a jolt of electricity rushed through her hand. Ow! She exclaimed. She had yelled, but no sound came out. That's something you probably shouldn't wait a whole sentence to say. Ow, she tried to say, but no sound came out. Okay. Instead, you said, ow, she exclaimed. She had yelled. Even my camera doesn't want to listen to this chapter. For what she saw lying in the coffin was Scott. Is that a plot twist? Because I just made you think it was her dad, but then it's not. How clever. Just then, Annabelle felt hands on her throat. It felt as if she were drowning. You know, I think it would feel more like you're suffocating, not drowning. Because if you're drowning, there's water in your lungs. If there are hands on your throat, you just can't breathe. Like, reflexively, her hands flew to her neck. Cloth? Her hands felt cloth, but her neck felt hands. What? I'm picturing her neck with little hands being like, feels like hands. The cloth was wet, yet her neck remained dry. Scott sat up in his coffin. No, anything but that! The face was her father's. Okay, I thought you said that it was Scott lying in the coffin, but now he has your dad's face? I mean, he did say he's your daddy. How many times am I gonna bitterly bring up the fact that he called himself our daddy? I don't know. That deserves a drink. Snorts into oblivion. Don't do cocaine, kids. The face was her father's, but the voice was Scott's, which we already said. Let go of your neck, Anna. He called. How dare he call her Anna? He can call her honey and anything else under the book, but Anna is off limits. But of course, it was her father who'd given her the nickname, and his face was that of Tyler Craven's as well. Get ready? Get ready? Because the next line is gonna blow your mind. Daddy, she called. Daddy, your voice sounds like Scott. Why are you in a coffin, Daddy? Get out! Oh, I took off the hat because I saw a different color highlighter. I thought someone else was talking. I just shifted literally mid-paragraph of dialogue. Daddy, you're scaring me. Daddy, Daddy! It was then she could breathe. No more. Really had a knack for the dramatic, huh? But not in like a, ooh, this is a drama. More just like a, who is this? Her lungs needed oxygen. That's what it means when you can't breathe. God. Annabelle completely forgot about the hands / wet cloth on her neck, and it was too late. She was dying. Dying. Dead. Going, gone! Ha! Why did I think that would be dramatic to say that way? Like, first of all, that's how it works. You're dying and then you die, so then you're dead. Also, the fact that she can't breathe, and it's because of these hands on her neck, but now she's like, she can't breathe, and so she forgets about the hands that are on her neck. Chapter 16. Turns out she was choking herself. What a great beginning to a chapter! Apparently, Scott placed a rag on Annabelle's head because she had a fever. She unknowingly grabbed it and pulled it around her own neck, choking herself. Now, can you imagine? Can you imagine walking into a room and you see this girl who's completely asleep, holding a wet rag like, while she's lying on a bed, asleep? I mean, listen, you can be into whatever kinks you want. There's a daddy kink already, now there's asphyxiation, but listen, when you're doing it in your sleep with a wet rag. Also, I like how in the dream I said that her hands felt wet cloth, but her neck just felt regular old dry hands and her neck wasn't wet, but literally she's choking herself with this rag. Like, water's gonna come out of the rag and wet your neck and get all over your chest. Why didn't I describe that? Annabelle was in a death-like coma and at the hospital. She'd had the same dream and the same results since she was 6. Okay, don't you think this is something that's a little pertinent to mention before this? Not to mention the fact that in the dream you literally saw your dead father and heard Scott, and so you've heard all of that since you were 6 years old, and yet when you heard Scott's voice for the first time you didn't go, I know that voice! Literally, I know I've never been good at foreshadowing, but this is ridiculous. She thought she'd grown out of it 4 years ago. I literally, YR.S for 4 years. Literally, what time is that saving you? 4 years ago, when she was 12. So she's 16. But apparently, the horrors of her father's real death brought it back. Annabelle was scheduled to leave the hospital the next morning, but history repeated itself. Okay, literally, you said leave the hospital the next morning, but earlier on you said she was in a death-like coma. Is she in a coma, or was she, like, anaphylactic or whatever it's called when she was, like, still asleep and now she's awake? Oh my god. She had the same dream every night, and every night she nearly died. This continued for about a week, so every night you happen to have the same rag that you can choke yourself with. Literally, you're at a hospital. I would think that that wouldn't happen. And you can't nearly die every time if you're not actually being choked by anything. I literally hate her. This continued for about a week. The dreams got more vivid. I feel like, honestly, if you're in the hospital for an entire week and you keep almost dying every single night, that's gonna mess with your brain and something serious is gonna happen. You're not just gonna be like, alright, cool, guess I'm good now, let's go to school. Like, the dreams got far more vivid and her screams louder. I'm sorry, but there's just no way to cure it, the head nurse, Miss Nancy, remarked. But you're a nurse. You can do anything, Scott replied helplessly. Okay, no. He was desperate. If the dreams didn't stop, she'd be taking a permanent dirt nap. You know, that could also be construed as he wants to murder Miss Nancy, who was named for no reason, by the way. We're not gonna see her ever again. We don't need her name, but okay. Annabelle knew this, which made it even harder to go to sleep. Not to mention the bill. Oh no! I'm 17. I already know how to think about finances and doctor's offices, when I've literally never had any issues with that before in my life. Scott and her already, that's not how you grammar. Scott and her already didn't have much money, but Scott insisted she stay. She's disturbing the guests! You're just gonna have to wait it out at home. If she's literally almost dying every single night, no nurse or doctor ever is gonna be like, you're gonna have to take her home, fam, because she's just gonna die, and everybody else is getting pretty upset around here, so I don't know what to tell you. You can't discharge her yet. She's still sick. Scott was angry now, but not sick enough to keep letting her disturb everyone in this hospital. Now, she's going home tonight. If you don't take her, she'll be taken to a mental facility wearing a straitjacket. For dreams in which she keeps choking herself that you somehow can't stop from happening. Can't like restrain her arms or anything like that. You just, well, she'll just almost die every single night. And then she has to go home because she's not sick enough, even though she's literally almost dying every single night. And if he doesn't take her home, you're gonna literally send her to a mental facility and have her wear a straitjacket, because that's gonna help. If it was going to help, why wouldn't you have done that in the first place? This makes no sense. Take her home. Now. I apparently thought it was cool to put a period in between every single word, so. Scott walked over to Annabelle as if nothing happened. She'd been pretending to be asleep. Anna, honey, Scott whispered, stroking her hair. Anna groggily said. We're going home now, Anna. Scott, she says, not responding to anything. What is it? I said, with no spaces between any of those 3 words. It literally What is it? You just don't have enough time for spaces. You won't ever, ever, ever leave me, will you? Also, I like how she's not mad at Anna anymore, or him calling her honey. No, sweetheart. Never. Scott's eyes welled up with tears. Anna didn't know what was wrong, but she went quietly. It sounds like he's dragging her off. Well, you're going to the mental institution after all. Sucks for you. He's like, okay. She was thinking of herself as Anna now. She liked it when he called her Anna. It felt nice. Last time you literally got so mad and thought, how dare he? But now this time it's suddenly fine. Though it has been 2 weeks now, so Scott, she whispered again. Sorry, I just accidentally read ahead. Oh. Yes, Annabelle? Don't ever call me Annabelle again. It's Anna. Okay, Anna. What a truly meaningful moment we have here. I need to call it a night. Woo! If you don't leave a thumbs up, I'm gonna be really bummed. Actually, I'm gonna be really bummed if you guys don't subscribe to my channel, because guess what? As I'm filming this right now, I just stepped on those hats. I am literally 19 away from 500. That's halfway to 1,000, and my mind is blown. Like, how did oh my god, I just hit 400. It's a good day. When I hit 500 subscribers, preferably sooner rather than later, I have a really big surprise for you guys. We're working on something really awesome, and by working, I mean we wrote the script like months ago, and we're gonna actually film it soon. Oh, we're gonna film that, we're gonna have it out for you guys, and it's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be hilarious. Honestly, I'm still very proud of it. It's nothing like Scott, but it's just as funny. I'm just kidding. Oh god. Anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Leave me a thumbs up if you want me to do more of these. I also have a lot of old writings that I did like back in high school and stuff and whatever. I could do this more if you wanted me to. And I can also, like, if you guys have writing that you want me to like read and make fun of while I do it, literally send them to me. I will be so excited to do that because that sounds like a lot of fun. This week's shout out is my friend Teffy. She is always commenting on my posts, and she told me today that I'm her favorite YouTuber, and it made me really happy. So she's gonna get shout out of the week. If you guys want to be shout out of the week, definitely just like be active with me on my social media and stuff. I'm gonna leave her Twitter and her YouTube and everything else in the comment section down below, and also her YouTube is gonna be on the screen over here? Over here? Over here. How do I do it? I'm bad at this. Anyway, I hope you guys really like this video. Check out my other videos. Go check out Teffy's videos. And yeah, that's gonna be about all for this week. I'm very excited because on this new lens I can actually do my outro. So let's get to it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and help me hit that 500 goal so I can get that cool little skit out for you guys. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media, linked in the description box down below. I always mess that up. I'm so proud of myself that I didn't. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.
Why are you such a copycat?
The segue is turning into 15 bloopers. First of all, oh, I wish I had paid more attention in class. Mord? What? Also, the hair in my face. I think I'm also, or maybe I like, I threw it and it landed behind the TV. I'm an icon. I have 2 hats. Drop something. No, I didn't. Eagerly. Oh, no. Book. Reader. All too well to there was literally zero noise until I turned on my camera. Why is this always my life? No, not at all. What's wrong, Annabelle? Oh my god. Oh my god. We'll be back after this short hiatus. Supposed to be a gossip or wow, this is where's your huge okay. This delivery is all over the place. There's hair in my eyeball. Leaving our what? Oh, coffin. The coffin. Electricity. What? Hand wet. What? What? What's it called? When you set something up, you hint at it, and then foreshadowing. I was thinking of shadows, and then I thought of persistent shadow, and I was confused. For YW. What? No, that's not what was there. I literally wrote for. She'd be blue. Scott insisted blah, blah. But originally at her what?
Arouses. Can I say that again? I messed up.
Wait, sorry.
Having a good
hang on, sorry. Do it one more time. I was still like shaking my head when you started.
Having a good lens sexually arouses her.
Yeah, well. Just kidding. Sooner hope old readings. What? Bye.